Hello, hi guys. Doing the next envelope in this series. This is going to also be part of my Watercolor Wednesday. We're going to make a scenery, but don't freak out. This is going to be really simple. This is going to be something that anybody can do. We're going to just splash some color and build a scenery. So what I've done is I have cut out some of the pieces from different parts in the paper from the kit that I'm using. Got a couple mushrooms here, a birdie, and a little bit of flowers with some berries. So we're going to put those on, but not quite yet. What we're going to do first is we're going to splash some color. We're going to just have a little bit of fun. Make sure that your envelope, I kind of taped mine down just a little bit to kind of keep it down. On the board, you can use any kind of hardboard or a back of a paper pad, anything that's sturdy to tape your envelope down to. And this is a watercolor paper I've never used before, so that's going to be interesting for me. But we're just going to put down some water, and then we're going to put down some color. And it doesn't matter what watercolors you have, it doesn't matter what paintbrush you have, just have fun. So I have my normal regular palette here. We're going to do a little bit of blue. Okay, so I'm going to put some water in the blue, and let's see. Let's take out this blue. This is one of my favorites. Okay, get a little bit of blue going in there. This will go along with the blue in the kit. So get that going. Just some nice juicy paint. Put some extra water in there because the water evaporates, and then that's why it's rewettable, because the paint and the water dries out and leaves the paint behind. So I'm not worried about putting too much water in there right now. Okay. Then I think I'm going to take, if you don't have a rust color, use like I don't know, burnt sienna kind of color. It's kind of orangey, and it'll give you the effect that you're looking for. But I'm going to go ahead and use my Quin Rust color. Let's see, over here. Okay, so a nice browny rust color, orangey brown. I like it. Just gonna have you're not gonna need a lot. You're just gonna need a little bit. Okay. And then let's see. Let's do maybe we'll do a little bit of yellow. Make a spot in my palette. Let's clean up this. This is the two corner areas are my whatever color extra that I need at the time. So swipe that out, and I just want a little bit of yellow. Nothing major, just a little bit. Okay. So then what I'm going to do, now again, I've never worked on this watercolor paper, but see how it goes. And if you're watching this watercolor video and you're not sure what I'm talking about in terms of the follow along, I'm doing a series on my channel where we're making this envelope flippy altered bag thing. No, but seriously, it's going to be cute when it's done, I think. So maybe you want to check out those videos. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to wet this paper in spots, just to get some water down on there. And it's a little dirty, and normally I wouldn't do that with dirty water, but we're just going to get a little messy here. We're not paying attention to, we're just kind of putting some paper, paint to paper. Put the blue in there. Now I know my focal images are going to go in here, so just kind of, you know, letting it move around on the paper on its own, kind of seeing how this paper is going to, it's not, I don't necessarily know if it feels kind of smooth, so it's not the cold press I'm used to, but yeah, okay. Then, and I don't have a, here, now I have a towel. Okay. Get a towel, or paper towel to blot on. I'm going to pop in some yellow there. Just kind of see what it's doing. Let the colors play on the paper. Maybe we'll get some green going a little bit here. And take out one of my hairs. And what's the matter, baby? What you doing? I found all my Odin toys. Well, not found them. His two favorites. They were underneath the cabinet again. He ends up knocking them under there. So, yeah. Okay. And if you don't like something, dab your brush off and bring in the dry brush to move it around or pick it up. The watercolor paint only goes where it's wet, so if you bring a drier brush to your palette or to your paper, it'll soak up. Okay, and I am going to get a little bit of this rust now. Just in places. Okay. Some nice pretty fall colors going on there. Like on the first layer, bring in a little bit more blue and splatters. Okay. Now I'm going to go away and I'm going to dry this. Or, you know what? Let's just dry it quickly while we're on camera. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Okay. Dry enough. Alright, now I'm going to bring in a little bit more of the stronger blue color because I want you know, more of the blue to, you know, take precedence here. Put your paint down, spread it out if you want. That's how you're going to get your soft and hard lines. And then more of my rusty color. So it splatters. You know, See, just fun. Just splashing some paint, you know, do what's appealing to you, and that you feel. Just play with the paint. Don't worry about, you know, painting something. This is more of an abstract thing. You're just putting down paint and having fun with it. And if you don't like splatters, maybe you like drips. Maybe you want to lift up your board and just do some drips. Okay, I think I like that. I think actually let's bring in more of this yellow, and actually let's mix it so we get more of that olivey green going on here. It's not so yellow. Yeah. Get all the fall colors going. All right, and that's it. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back, and it's dry. Okay. Well, it's dry-ish. For the most part, it's dry. We're going to make the envelope part now. I made this with my envelope maker, envelope scoreboard rather. And so just put your flaps however you like them. This is the inside, so I think I'm going to go like that, because this envelope is going to fold like this, and that's why I said make sure to capture the orientation that you're looking for. Again, this is a watercolor envelope video, but it's also part of the another series on my channel, so if you want to check that out. So I'm just kind of testing it, how it's going to look. Okay. So it's going to go down something like that. These are going to be more spread out. It's going to be like that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to hold this down for a second and see how I like it. And then this one is going to go over like this. I'm not too worried about placement right now, but I'm just kind of putting it together and seeing how it's going to go. Yeah, it's going to look nice. Okay. All right. And then, like I said, you go with your aesthetics. I'm using a fall theme, but you can color the envelope any way you like. Again, it's just a free form. No rules. Splashing a little color. I know watercolor can be intimidating for some, so this is just a loose throwdown, if you will. Throw it down and see what happens. Get to know your paints and what they do and how they interact with each other. Okay, so I like that. Let me get a clip for a second, because I just want to see. I don't really want to put my clip on there, though. Let's see. Okay. All right. Put that off to the side for a second. I am going to get, if you don't have, I'm going to use double-sided tape just because it's quick and less messy. If you don't have double-sided tape, you can use glue, certainly. Let's see. I'm going to use this size tape. Here's my scissors. Over there. Okay, so let's first get this together. Oh wait, did I decide? I think I decided on that, or did I decide on this? Oh, I think I'm going to open up like this. So I think I'm going to go like that. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's what you like. If you don't have an envelope punch board, you can certainly fold. Use a scoreboard to fold an envelope, or you can just fold it by hand. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You're just folding paper in the style of envelope that you like. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the tape off. And give this a good burnish. Get out my foam folder and really give that a burnish. Okay. Look at how pretty that is with the little splotches. And I'm not much of a splatter girl, but sometimes it's the perfect thing. Just a little bit of paint and some splatters, and it's all good. Okay, now I need this to stay flat. So let's just, will that help? And this help? There we go. Okay, so now for these things, I am going to use my 3-in-1, or no, my art glitter glue. Sorry. You can use any glue you have. And let's see, I think I wanted, move this up over there. I think I wanted this one down here. This one to be straight, kind of crooked there. And let's just, do we want the flowers over the mushrooms a little bit? Kind of, no. I think I like the mushrooms like that. Kind of over the flowers a little bit, or in the flowers. Yeah. And then I think the bird naturally has to go this way because that's the way he's pointing. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to glue down. Oh, don't press so hard, Shona. Oops. This one was straight, that one was crooked, and right there. I like that you can see my rust dots from behind the thing. Okay, and then this has to be, because this is going to be right there. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to hold that for a second. And I'm just going to put a little bit of dab of glue there, just so I know that that's where I wanted it. While I glue this really quick. It's gonna, that little dab of glue is going to get covered, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Again, I'm going to bring up my mushrooms, get them where they're going to be in position. There we go. So we're building a little forest scenery here. I do want that mushroom head to go behind there a little bit, so I'm not going to glue that one part down just yet. We'll go ahead and get our mushroom on there. That slide behind there a little bit. Don't have much time with art glitter glue, so once you put it down, you're pretty much stuck to that position. Okay, nice. Okay, and I didn't ink these before I put them down. I guess maybe in hindsight I might have wanted them inked, but I'm going to do a little bit of we're going to do a little bit of not really shading, but bringing it all together kind of deal. Okay. And again, remember, if you don't have what I have, use what you have, you know. And I'm not worried about the tail. It's gonna get cut here in a second. Okay. So yeah, I like that. Okay. And let's go ahead and cut off our little mushroom edge there, and our little clip our birdie's wings and our, okay, put that on there. Hold that down for a second. For clips, don't need that now. All right. Now, if you don't have what I have, again, use what you have. I have, I use my bark pencil for shading, and I'm going to do a little bit of that here. And it's an Inktense pencil. And you can use, I generally use a water brush with it. And that's what I'm going to do today. Just to bring in a little bit of, make sure I have water in there. Yeah, I do. Okay. And I'm just going to, you know, it'll be darker on this side, so I'm going to bring in a little bit here. And I'm not going to go everywhere, just in a few places to bring in a little bit of darkness or shadow, right? And kind of make it come to life. You know, think about where the dark places would be. And we're getting an Odin drive-by, so I'm going to move my paints. What he's often doing, I don't know, I should have brought this over more, actually, now that I think about it, but that's okay. That's okay. We didn't, or I didn't, so it is where it is. Give this, kind of give this a ground a little bit to this mushrooms. You know, we don't want floating mushrooms around here. So I'm just gonna need my rag though. Okay. There we go, like that. Okay. Carry it on over here. And I'm really just on the bottom to make my lines or ground. I'm just doing a scribble effect and then washing it out, if you will. Make it a little darker if I want it. There we go. The ground in the fall time, you start to see some darkness and some earthy tones. Okay. Let's give these leaves a little bit of something something. Not too much. Don't go. If you go too heavy, you can, you know, use some gesso or acrylic paint. Maybe start over if it's really bad. But yeah, just do your thing. Just try. That's what it's all about, is trying, and you might surprise yourself. And again, this is just a quick little something something. Let's it'll be dark, be shadow down here. Bring up the mushroom. There we go. Okay. Gosh, sorry about my bracelet. I don't have my normal wrap on today, so it's still wanting to clink clink. Let's see here. Let's do a little bit here. A little bit in here. Okay. Let's make this a little bit darker and put a little bit there. There we go. There we go. That looks a little better. Let's bring in some here. Okay. We'll bring in a little bit here. A little bit here. Make sure my brush still has water. Not terribly fond of this paper as far as watercolor paper. Like I said, it was it's really just meant for this purpose, for envelopes, but I don't think I'm that fond of it, actually. Even for just this process. I mean, this is just a quick and easy, but yeah, for if I were to do a regular painted envelope, this is probably not the paper I would reach for. We don't want the bird pooping. I want just a little bit of outline there. Okay. Let's a little bit on beak. And a little bit down here. Okay. All right. So it's. Let me look at it from this point. Yeah, stuff just doesn't move on this paper as I wish. If you find that if you don't have watercolor paper, but you have some good cardstock, put some clear gesso on it. And if you find you have watercolor paper you're not the happiest with, put some clear gesso on it, and you can use it as like a mixed media paper piece using watercolors on it. I've done a lot of mixed media journal pages on my channel, so if you need inspiration, they're there. Okay, I think that looks good. Maybe a little bit more darkness down here. And a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Be careful not to oversaturate your paper with water. It will peel, especially if it's not 100% watercolor paper. And I think this one was not. Yeah. All right. Plus, this doesn't have the roughness that I like. Cold press watercolor paper. It has texture in it, so it's nice for making some different. The texture just helps the painting. Allows you to do some nice effects and stuff. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is let's give this a quick zap. Just a quick. You don't want to overheat because I've used regular glue on those items. So I'm just going to give it a quick little zappy do. Okay. And then on my envelopes, I like to use this stuff from Tim Holtz. It's a Ranger product. It's Distress Microglaze. And what this does is this, it prevents, if you get the envelope wet, it'll prevent the ruin, it won't ruin the painting, basically. It's a if you're using magicals or any kind of water soluble product on an envelope, this is better or this is good to use on top because it seals it. And again, if you're using this for regular mailing and you're putting stamps on it, do not put the microglaze over the stamps, because then the postal USPS machines cannot read the stamps. And most everything that we mail now goes through a scanner. Yeah. So, but this will seal the work, and like I said, it'll prevent any moisture from, ruining it. Especially if you're using it as a, to really mail, and you got somebody's address written there. You put it over the pen, and it won't smear your work, and it'll keep it from smearing the writing. Okay, I just want to make sure that this is down there. So now when the person gets this journal, they can either keep the envelopes as they are, or they can dismantle the envelope portion of this journal project that we're working on, and they can mail this out, and it would really be cute. Put stamps there and figure out somewhere to put the person's address, but really this will just sit in the journal and live in the journal and put stuff in there, and it won't, they don't have to worry about messing with the painting that you've done. And then it looks cute, and it looks like, you really took time to do something fun. I think so. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. See you guys later. Bye. Love you all.